In 2 minutes, the Steve Miller Band will be late night in concert with us. First, we have the news headlines on BBC One from John Humphrys.
The two detectives accused of shooting Stephen Waldorf have been cleared of all the charges against them. Detective Constables John Jardine and Peter Finch shot Mr. Waldorf by mistake. They'd thought he was David Martin, who was jailed for 25 years last week. Tonight, Scotland Yard said they were delighted for the officers involved, but we don't regard this as the go-ahead to do the same thing again, they said. But the Civil Liberties Organisation said the public can't be sure of that. Stephen Waldorf himself is taking civil action against the police, and in an interview with the Sun newspaper he said the two detectives hadn't even said sorry. An IRA supergrass, Robert Lean, is in police custody tonight. He'd escaped from an army barracks last night, and today he appeared at a Sinn Féin news conference in Belfast. He said he'd got out of the base in a policeman's car, and he is to withdraw the evidence he's given, which had implicated 28 people in terrorist crimes. But as he left the news conference, he was arrested by the police. In Lebanon, talks aimed at reconciling the rival factions have been postponed. They were to have been held tomorrow at Beirut Airport, but one of the main opposition parties, the National Salvation Front, say the airport's not safe enough. There's been more heavy fighting during the day. Trade union leaders have had their first meeting with the new Employment Secretary, Tom King, and emerged in optimistic mood. They were discussing the political levy, that's the money union members contribute to the Labour Party. The government had threatened legal changes to make it easier for individuals to opt out, but now the unions have agreed to come up with their own voluntary proposals. Len Murray said Mr. King isn't a softie or a pushover. And finally, a one-man submarine is stuck on the seabed in the North Sea tonight, and they're trying to raise it. The submarine was working near the Montrose oil field off Dundee when its power failed. The man on board has been in touch with his rig and says he has enough air for 72 hours. And that's it from the newsroom. Good night.